Hello and welcome to House News. The debate on whether drug users should be treated as criminals or victims has re-emerged. Is a person categorized as a drug abuser or a drug trafficker? Should this person go to jail, to a rehab, or both? As the presidency of G20, Indonesia is raising the issue of data security and encourage cross-border data governance as priority proposal in Digital Economy Working Group. Ironically, Indonesia does not yet have a PDP law. 22-year-old Rio Waida has become the first Indonesian ever to win the Sydney Surf Pro 2022. This prestigious event has seen champions from a number of nations, and this was a momentous win for both Rio and Indonesia. Coincide with National Awakening Day, Commission 10 of the House made a working visit to Aceh province to gather aspirations related to education sector. The House appreciated government's decision to lift the ban of export of crude palm oil. Commission 6 of the House considered lifting the ban would benefit farmers and small and medium enterprises in the palm oil sector. Sitting is the new smoking. So how can you stay active when you are tied to your office job? Let's find out how to stay active in the workplace. Up to the present, Indonesian law does not acknowledge the differentiation of drug users, abusers, or dealers, and tends to treat all drug convicts as a serious criminal offenders with a severe punishment. Therefore, it requires consistency in narcotics crime to eventually give fair justice to the convicts.
Based on the data of the National Narcotics Agency, Indonesia is locking up more inmates than it can handle. There are more than 250,000 inmates in prisons across the country. In fact, the prison's total capacity can accommodate on half of that figure. 50% of prison capacity is filled by drug convicts. After working committee meeting with government team to discuss the revision of law number 35 of 2009 concerning narcotics, Member of Commission 3 of the House, Safarudin, hopes, through this revision, more elaboration on drug traffickers, drug addicts, and drug abuser are provided in detail.
Dengan kriteria yang jelas, sehingga bisa kita memilah-milah bahwa tidak semua itu yang menggunakan narkoba itu nanti harus masuk ke pengadilan. Harus dilakukan rehabilitasi mereka, sehingga tidak semuanya akan masuk ke LP. Nah, sekarang kan memang asesmen sudah berjalan, tapi ini kan masalah kriterianya belum begitu konkret, sehingga kadang-kadang berdasarkan penafsiran masing-masing.
Commission 3 of the House expect revision of the narcotics law could give distinct explanation to determine drug users are sent to prisons or to rehab facilities. By doing so, overcapacity in detention centers can be resolved. Vinita and Ridwan, TVR Parlemen, report.
President Joko Widodo has encouraged the synergy and collaboration of the group of 20 G20 countries to solve global challenges. Government and the House have made preparation to support Indonesia's presidency, pushing the priority agenda and reinforcing the nation's positive image. Nevertheless, the Personal Data Protection or PDP law is the only matter which is not resolved yet.
Compared to other G20 countries, Indonesia is not equipped with specific legislation on the privacy on personal data. Therefore, before November 2022, it is suggested Indonesia government should immediately set up privacy on personal data protection. After internal meeting at Nusantara 1 building, Member of Commission 1 of the House, Juni Siahaan urges the government to build well collaboration in enacting data protection law. Furthermore, Juniko says this PDP law is essential to support digital issue agenda during G20 summit.
Jangan sampai nanti G20 kita tidak punya undang-undangnya. Padahal kita mau bicara mengenai pergerakan data lintas negara, ya kan gitu, hal-hal yang berkaitan dengan bagaimana mengatur perlindungan data di seluruh dunia di bawah G20 ini.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 1 of the House, Bobby Aditya Rizaldi, implies the government to immediately construct substances needed for PDP law to be presented into complete regulation. This law is expected as legal umbrella for all regulations regarding personal data protection.
Ya, kami harap panja pemerintah yang diketuai oleh Kemenkominfo bisa segera memformulasikan sehingga beberapa hal-hal substansi yang diinginkan oleh rekan-rekan parlemen termasuk unsur independensi, akuntabilitas, dan profesionalitas itu bisa diwadahi dalam bentuk penetapan kelembagaan pengawas data pribadi.
Bobby states it is important for Indonesia, which holds the rotating G20 presidency this year, to pass its personal data protection bill, to ensure the country can have a stronger position when leading discussion on cross-border data flows among members. Bani TVR Parlemen reports.
Indonesian young gun surfer Rio Waida has just defeated co-host surfer Ryan Callanan in the final of Sydney Surf Pro. It is the biggest contest victory in Balinese surfer career and the first time an Indonesian surfer has won a 10,000-point surfing competition.
As quoted from CNN, taking place at Manly Beach, Australia on 17 until 24 May 2022, the surfer from Bali made a surprise by becoming the champion. In the open men's number, Rio Waida finally succeeded to win the competition after scoring the highest score of 15.5, while Ryan Callanan only recorded a score of 8.5. With this win, Rio Waida gets the wild card to participate on the Championship Tour 2022. The upcoming race will be held on 28 May to 6 June 2022 at G Beach, Banyuwangi. Rio has been well known in the surfing world with his Instagram free surfing videos. Rio was focused the whole event and finally had plenty of momentum after his standout performance throughout the competition. Rio's achievements prove Indonesian talents are able to compete with foreign athletes, especially in surfing. Although in Indonesia itself, this sport is not as popular as other sports.
Commission 10 of the House encouraged budget and program improvement targeting human resources and education facilities in Aceh province. This concern showed up due to specific allocation funds for Aceh province and several remote areas in Indonesia are considered low. Commission 10 of the House also expects equity and quality in education can be achieved.
After meeting with local government in Banda Aceh, Vice Chairperson of Commission 10 of the House, Hetifah Syaifudian, implies many remote and outermost areas in Aceh need more serious attention and improvement on education infrastructure. Hetifah suggests the local government prioritizing the budget on education sector to provide equal and quality education for all citizens.
Kita mendapatkan informasi yang begitu kaya dan menjadi bahan yang sangat berharga ya. Terus terang ya, dari mulai aspek politik anggaran, kemudian juga hal-hal yang terkait dengan pengadaan guru ya. Di sini juga masih kekurangan guru, kemudian juga peningkatan kompetensi guru.
Meanwhile, member of Commission 10 of the House Eliza Saaduddin requests central government to speed up the process of recruitment of government employee teachers with work agreements. Eliza urges to improve the prosperity for teachers in frontier, outermost, and underprivileged or treaty areas by increasing teacher allowance incorporate in regional specific allocation funds.
Juga ada kendala dari pemerintah daerah sendiri, katakanlah dengan dana DAU yang kurang, dikatakan ada ternyata nggak ada gitu, belum nanti gaji pokoknya nggak tahu di mana, apalagi tunjangan khusus gitu, tunjangan prestasi kerja di daerah yang harus diberikan. Nah ini kan ada yang lulus tapi nggak diangkat, udah lulus tapi nggak ada tempat gitu, ini kan menjadi persoalan. Nah hal-hal yang seperti inilah yang kita perlu benar-benar dari antara pemerintah pusat dan pemerintah daerah punya koordinasi yang cukup baik.
Commission 10 of the House emphasized the issue of lack of teacher in the treaty areas, which further can increase education gap in city and village. All issues discussed in the meeting will become recommendation and later reported and communicated with related ministry and working partners. From Aceh Province, Hilman Hidayat, TV Parlemen reports.
President Joko Widodo has officially revoked the ban on the export of crude palm oil or CPO and its derivative raw materials. Ministry of Trade is preparing new regulation as follow-up to reopen CPO exports.
After meeting at the House Building Senayan, member of Commission 6 of the House, Andre Rosiade, says the decision to remove the ban on export of CPO is an accurate solution to give a breath to palm oil farmers. Due to the impact of the export ban, palm oil farmers are the ones most affected. Andre hopes the lifting on this late April export ban can be an attempt to control high domestic cooking oil prices as regulated by the government.
Dugaan kami ya di Komisi 6 bahwa pengusaha oligarki ini melakukan perlawanan terhadap pemerintah. Makanya di saat pemerintah Presiden Jokowi berpidato tanggal 22 akan melakukan larangan ekspor tanggal 28, harga TBS itu kan sudah turun. Lalu tanggal 28 sudah mulai harga itu turun sampai Rp800, Rp900, paling tinggi Rp1.300 harga jualnya. Makanya pemerintah memutuskan untuk mencabut larangan ekspor.
The same things was also stated by another member of Commission 6 of the House, Rudi Hartono Bangun. Rudi mentions tax revenue from CPO export is one of sources of state budget income. The policy to reopen CPO export will increase palm oil production, which is important to ensure the availability of cooking oil with affordable price.
Dan juga pendapatan negara dengan sendirinya, pungutan pajak CPO itu seperti disampaikan oleh Dirjen dan Ibu Menteri, triliunan yang akan diambil dari perolehan pungutan pajak CPO, ekspor CPO gitu. Itu salah satu sisi dari masyarakat dan dari pendapatan pajak negara.
Arif Naka, TV Parlemen report.
It's a hidden threat. Inactivity is now listed as the fourth biggest killer by the World Health Organization. Too many of us come into the office and park ourselves at our desk for the day. Our working lives have created some bad rituals, and here are some ideas to start building better habits at the workplace.
Taken from Guardian, a good starting point to understanding your movements is to know how much you move in the office. Research says we should be walking 10,000 steps a day. Walking around the office may seem like a small amount of exercise, but you will soon get a significant increase to your health. A walking meeting eases the tension and helps get conversation flowing. Rather than having an hour-long meeting, try a different approach. A 15-minute standing meeting will ensure that standing meetings are not only shorter but more effective. Don't make your desk the go-to space for all activity. If your workplace offers alternative work settings and social areas, take advantage. Never eat lunch at your desk if you can help it. Try not to keep unhealthy snacks at your desk, as they will be the first thing you reach when you are stressed. Staying physically active throughout the day keeps you mentally alert and will help your health.
And that's House News for today. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good day.